And another big developer update from Upland. Upland is expanding utility. Upland is trying to make the world easier to follow, easier to build in, and more rewarding to strategize around. We're going to go over today's developer update, today's announcement at a 10,000 foot view. Again, as always, please come and read the entire announcement in full so you understand it, so you know about it, so you're knowledgeable on it, so you can speak with authority. Let's jump into it. This is the announcement that dropped today from Upland. Upland Utility expands, and there is three parts of this. Discord is now live inside of Upland. That's right. This is the first major update. This is a phase 1 of the Discord update. It is now integrated directly inside Upland. In phase 1, select Discord channels are visible in-game in a read-only format. Now in the future, phase 2 is going to be about being able to now talk from inside Discord. You don't need to sign up for a Discord account. You don't even have anything. You can just jump in and take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Actually, let me jump over. Here we go. Here I am. Let me just pull up. You just hit the chat button and there's 3. Oh, you can't. Can I actually? Let's see if I do this. There we go. Okay, so there are 3 buttons at the bottom. You can see Discord, channels, and chats. Now, channels are the old chat channels. These channels will remain for now. We are going to sunset these in the very near future, but we're leaving them up for now so that if players choose to, if they don't have access to Discord, they can still talk in here. Chats are your personal DMs. Those are not going away. Those are staying. You're still going to be able to personal DM people within our system. However, we now have this Discord button here, and this is the select channels that we are starting with here. You can see all the announcements here. You click on it just like they appear in Discord. There is the announcements. If you go back, you can see live updates is the same. Leaderboards is there. And then we have general chat and new players chat. Here's general chat, and you can see what is happening in Upland. What is happening in Discord is here in Upland in a very intuitive way. You don't need a Discord account. I'm not logged into my Discord here inside of Upland, and I can see everything that is happening. Really, really interesting. Now, in the future, you're going to be able to talk with players inside here. Again, you're not going to need to log in from Discord, and players in Discord are going to be able to see that. This is a big accessibility step, especially for newer players who may not be ready to jump fully into Discord yet. Only a small portion of our player base is even in Discord. We don't expect any more players to necessarily jump into Discord. What we're trying to do is connect all of our players in one location here. So whether or not you're on Discord, again, the vast majority of our players are not. That's just the reality. That's the reality for every game. They can still keep up with the conversation. Discord, we have one of the most active Discords in the gaming space. We have one of the most active Discords in our space. And so it's really important for us to bring that together with players, especially new players. Imagine being a new player and you're able to jump in and you're able to see, hey, there's activity here. Hey, there's people talking here. Hey, I have a question on this, and I can jump into new player chat here and I can see like, hey, I have this question, guys. What do I do? Where are the resources that I need? I need to check live updates and announcements, and I could sell properties here. I need to check out what properties are for sale. I could go to the BSTS channel here and sell that as well. So again, big step for us. This is the key takeaway that you should take. Discord is now live in game. Go check it out. This is just the first step towards making the community easier to access for every single player. Keep in mind, a lot of players are just never going to chat. But you still want to be able to see what's going on. You still want to be able to have access to information. This unifies that, and it's a big step towards the future of Upland for sure. Our next announcement here is UGC manufacturing costs are coming down. This is the second update here in today's developer update. Upland is reducing UGC manufacturing costs by 12.5% across the board. This update is not live now. It is expected to arrive in the next few weeks. Once it's live, players will need less sparklet staked when manufacturing UGC items. Why? Why are we doing this? The goal here is to encourage more UGC manufacturing, help make player-created items more available across Upland. That matters because a healthier supply of UGC means more options for property decoration. You've seen a couple of examples of how we're thinking about UGC here. So the first is we have our storefronts and MetaVentures. You can actually click on this link. In fact, I'll click on it and we'll head over there. You can see this is the future of MetaVentures and how we're thinking about it. It's all about making UGC more accessible for players. We also dropped map assets in the Upland store with our new store update. Again, that's about ease of access, especially for new players, to dive in to very common used items and be able to start decorating right away for a cheap cost. As I'm exposed to more decor, I will go check out UGC and I'll be able to buy more bespoke items created by our UGC community. And so this is another step in that direction. 12.5% decrease on all manufacturing across the board. Again, this will go into effect in the coming weeks. That's that. Now, it is important to note here that we're going to monitor this. We're going to keep track of it, and manufacturing costs can be adjusted up or down in the future based on our monitoring, based on economic activity, back-end data, the overall system health. But for now, 12.5% decrease in all UGC. UGC is getting cheaper to manufacture, but we're going to continue to tune the economy and keep taking a look at it. Now, the next update is something, again, that is currently in development. This is not here yet, but is currently in development, and that is that vehicles are getting more utility here. So what is the more utility? Well, vehicles already have utility in Upland. You can travel with them. You can race with them. Some vehicles are tied to service structures, utility vehicles in particular. So we're talking like buses, ambulances, fire trucks, et cetera. They boost your service structures. They boost your transportation score. That is already live in Upland. So for anyone that's like, I need utility for my vehicle, you already have utility for your vehicle. You may not have known that, but you already have utility for your vehicle. We're looking to add more utility for vehicles here. So this is about expanding that vehicle utility. What is it? It's specific to utility vehicles. So examples would be police cars, like I said, fire trucks, ambulances, taxis, school buses, mail trucks, mail vans. This new utility is tied to service structures and troves. So players who own service structures already received enhanced output when collecting troves or running recipes. You saw that during the Trove Mania. If you own the service structure, you get enhanced output rather. You get a higher chance of getting a more rare trove when you are doing the recipes. Also, when you're collecting, there's a enhanced benefit there because you own that service structure. This next layer makes it so that parking a matching vehicle at the related owned service structure will level up that structure even further. So for example, if I have a police station and I own that police station, I already get an enhanced benefit for troves because I own that police station. Now, if I park a police car, any police car at that police station, it's going to level up that service structure in the future so that now I get even more enhanced benefit for owning that, and I get more output of troves, like an enhanced output of troves, whether it's a higher chance of getting a rare trove or getting additional troves drops when I'm doing recipes or I'm collecting troves from that service structure. Super cool. So vehicles already matter for transportation scores. Utility vehicles already provide extra boosts when paired with certain service structures. This update will make those vehicles even more important by giving them a deeper role in the trove-focused gameplay. Again, if you have any questions, come read this announcement. We go over it in detail. This is something that is in future development. We're currently developing it right now. Obviously, we have to get troves out first, and then we will have these kind of enhancements and boosts be dropped later on. But that's how we're thinking about providing more utility to vehicles, to service structures, especially as troves dropped. Which brings us to our next announcement. This is themed assets. This is another asset layer here. The final piece of today's update is themed asset utility. So we have featured themed structures and vehicles before, and during Genesis season, we have 1950s themed service structures and vehicles. In the future, placing a themed vehicle on a property with a matching themed service structure will level that structure up even more. This theme boost will sit on top of the standard enhancement that comes from matching a vehicle with the right service structure. So let's take the police car example. If I have a 1950s police station, that's the theme, and I put a regular police car on it, it gets boosted based on the future development of the vehicle boost for troves. So I get those enhanced troves. However, if I put a 1950s themed police vehicle paired with the 1950s police themed service structure, I get an even higher level up and an even higher boost for troves in the future and for trove output. The big takeaway here is that themes are not just cosmetic for the long term. Themes are going to matter, and we want to complement themes. We want to give players a benefit for building different themes, and you're going to see themes continue across seasons. You're going to see even going back, themes matching previous assets that we've released. So for instance, we have some 1980 cars. You're going to see some 1980 themed structures and even more going forward into the future. We love the idea of themes. We love the way these structures look. We love the way it brings variety to the map. We love the way it makes the map feel bespoke and neighborhoods feel unique and truly diverse. So how do we give more of a benefit for pairing these themes together? This is how, again, this is currently in development. This will come in the future. And that is today's announcement. A big one. Discord is a big one, guys. We're moving forward. We're not stopping. It's only speeding up from here. If you remember anything from this, remember 3 things from this update. First, Discord is live inside Upland with read-only channel access. Go check it out. Second, UGC manufacturing costs are coming down by 12.5% across the board in the coming weeks. Stay tuned for that. Vehicles are getting more strategic through service structures, troves, and future-themed asset pairings. I said parents. It's kind of a parent pairing. Parents pairing. Anyways, none of this forces one style of gameplay. None of this forces you to jump in early if you're an early adopter or anything like that. You play how you want to play. All of this enhances Upland. All of this brings more utility, and we're very excited about it. That's going to do us for today. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you in Upland. Bye-bye.